You are watching PowerNation. Today on Detroit Muscle, we're out in the warehouse working on our 69 Dodge Dart Project Bullseye. No going back. We're gonna finalize our liftoff hood.
Oh, I ain't gonna get no better.
And then color match the paint so it goes with our stripes. All done.
Looks good. Plus, we drop in our 505 Mopar engine and hook up the steering linkage so we can turn this thing in the shop.
Really think that wheel's gonna look good, man.
I like it.
Well, we're back on Project Bullseye. While we have the bumpers, grill, and everything already painted, the next step in line, we're converting to a lift-off hood instead of a bolt-on. So before we install the engine to transmission, we need to mark the holes for the pins in our hood. No going back. Gotta hope it fits.
Me too.
So it was easier to do that without it installed. We just let it down after marking it. We're gonna drill for the front pins, mount the hood back on the car with the front pins, and then we're gonna drill the rear. Cool?
You wanna worry about lining that up?
I am gonna use that step bit though, I think, and wire them out to the next size up.
I figured.
So on Project Bullseye, we really wanted that nostalgic drag car look. So we decided to go with a Hemi style hood, which they didn't make a Hemi style hood for this vehicle at the time. We went with a fiberglass hood and we wanted the whole look and feel. So we went to a lift off instead of a bolt on. I just about think we need to drill it from the inside where we have access to the panel. We can mark the hole in the hood from there. Because like if you get under there and look, there's a round for a defroster fan. So that'd be the, I mean, that's the best place to reach up under the dash is in that hole. You still see it right there?
Yeah, it's right there. I can see it.
So we're good there?
Oh, I ain't gonna get no better.
Drill bit engaged. We have the factory hinges and it has factory bolt holes in this fiberglass hood as well. But we really wanted that nostalgia piece as part of our project. What does that look like?
Looks like a hole.
Is it close to a line with the front? Don't be knocking that off of my face. Good enough?
Yeah.
All right.
Is your face still there?
No.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, God. Man, I'm too old for this. I guess we'll try to adjust the pins, too, as close to the hood as we could get them.
Yeah.
After we get the real ones in it. Let's see, buddy. Dude, that fits so much better.
That fits so good. Looks good, too.
The key is now keep the body lines even on both sides. That work?
There's a hole.
There's a hole. Didn't know I'd have to do yoga before working on a vehicle. Yeah, baby. Now we just gotta step the hood out since we already did the bolts. Oh.
Screw with the stagger.
So this is what I'll do. They're 19 millimeters. We'll sit the hood back on it. Let's put the nuts on the bottom, and then we'll go on to adjust them while I'm in the car. That way we can crank down on it and tighten it up. You know what I mean?
Sounds good.
Let's see. I have high hopes.
It'll fit.
Dang, boy.
Height's pretty good on this side, too.
This
Maybe a little taller.
Yeah, this one's way long over here. You want it to fit tight where you, like, you know, push it down, get the pin through it, you know?
We'll get her. These need to go down.
The main thing is, the main part's out of the way. And we can still adjust the fender, you know?
Right.
But the gap looks good, I think.
Yep. Get much better than that.
Love it. Next step, final tighten it. Sand ready for paint. Cool. That's how you do it. Coming up, we sand and paint our hood and double check that all the black sheens are the same. All done.
That's good.
Next step, paint the hood. Obviously it's fiberglass, okay? Pretty textured, so we'll have to get that smoothed out as we sand. We got some sticker residue left here, so probably just take some lacquer thinner on a rag and rub this. That'll come off. And then we're gonna sand it with 320 grit paper. And we'll work through it. Hey, is that your Little Tykes, my first respirator?
It is.
What's taking so long? I'm already done by now.
Excuse me, sir. I believe it's my turn.
Have at it, buddy.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go around the edges while you're doing that.
That's fine.
When you sand this, come up on the edge like this, and that way you can get all this at once. If you sand like this, you'll cut the top of it off.
Sanding fiberglass is a lot different than sanding metal. Fiberglass is a lot more flimsy. It's a lot more fragile. You don't want to break it. Brian is a good teacher. Some days.
Paid endorsement. No, it's good, man. We'll take the stripe up on the car, get the car bagged, we'll paint the hood and the stripe at the same time. So let's teach you some more.
Let's get it done.
So I really need your help because the stripe's got to be even over the sides. Do you see my template I made right there? Can you get that out? So we did this, and I made this so that way we know exactly what the stripe is. So fine line tape, okay? We're putting this down as our first layer. That way I know I got a good crisp edge for my stripe. We'll put masking tape over top of it so when we peel it, everything looks consistent and even. So you take 3/4 inch tape, we'll pull the trunk down, and we'll continue this line across. Then we can tape to the outside the stripe, and then it'll be ready to paint. So we'll paint the middle, middle, middle. It sticks good, but it's more pliable and movable than regular masking tape. It doesn't allow paint to bridge as much as regular masking tape. In other words, it won't allow paint to pile up on the top of it. And this being single stage, 2 coats and it's done. So it's not like we're gonna put a whole bunch on it anyway. Dude, I am sweating like I'm on trial for murder right now. Come here and look, see what you think of this side. And I'll cut that with a razor blade in that edge right there, and we'll roll it on both sides, okay?
Okay.
Looks nice.
You're asking the wrong guy, but yeah.
Looks nice, wow.
We use deep creep on rusty bolts quite a bit around here, but you can also use it to clean your tools, squeaky door hinges, anything that needs a little extra lubrication to get it moving right again.
Well, we've already painted the stripe across the trunk of our swinger stripe that we're putting back on Bullseye. But we wanted to make sure everything was lined up perfectly, so we used the trunk lines as a guide for both quarters. However, we're gonna go ahead and respray the stripe on the trunk to match the same sheen and texture of the quarters. Any of y'all at home that have sprayed before know that spraying a matte finish coating like this, it's impossible to spray it at different times to get the same matching sheen and texture. All done.
You happy with that? Looks good?
Thank you, sir. All right, well, Project Bullseye, we knew we had to run an oversized wheel to accommodate for our oversized rotors and calipers. So we went with a 17-inch steel wheel, the Continental ExtremeContact Sport 02. This is a short, stiff style wall tire. And we needed to run the widest tread width that we could get from lock to lock for our optimum steering and handling. And we wanted the tallest actual sidewall we could get for our ride height that we were looking for to keep with that nostalgic look of our vehicle. So we used our handy dandy calculator on PowerNationTV.com to help us figure out our perfect size for our application. So all you do is go through and plug in all your aspect ratios, and we run a 215, 45, R17 and click calculate, and it gives me my overall calculated tire size. So overall diameter, wheel size, sidewall height, tire width of almost 8.5 inches wide. So that gives us optimum control and traction on the road, and the soft compound aspect for warmer weather. So we wanted that optimum traction and handling for our vehicle.
Up next,
A little bit more.
we drop in our 505 Mopar so this dart can make over 700 horse.
Oh yeah. All right, so we got our hood pins drilled in our hood, got it over in the paint booth already. Next logical step, install our engine and transmission. So we have a 505 Mopar with a 727 automatic TCI transmission. We've already got them mated together. Next step, let's set it over in here. All right, hold on right there. You come down some.
Yep.
It's gonna fall fast, so you gotta be careful.
I'm gonna go slow.
Keep going.
If we go any farther, the oil pan's gonna hit. Can you tilt it anymore?
I guess let's play this song and dance a little bit. Let it down some. A little bit more.
We're just resting on the course for it.
A little bit more. Oh, yeah. You know what? Maybe I can raise the car up some now. I don't know if it'll ever clear with them on there, dude.
The headers.
Mm-hmm. I think this was all for naught. I don't like it's gonna have enough clearance. I think the header's gotta go, dude.
Well, we tried to drop the motor in and we got a problem. The headers are too big. So now I'm pulling all the plug wires off and I'm marking them so I get my firing order right when I put it back together. And these pretty headers have to come off so we can fit the motor. We lifted the motor back up just enough to hopefully wiggle these headers out without pulling the motor all the way back out. So we'll see how that goes.
It's flea, it's flea. While we still wanted to use the headers that we got from Engine Power off the dyno, stainless steel, long tube, super nice. Yes, got it. They just wouldn't clear between our shock towers in the front of our A-body. So super narrow under the hood, plenty of room, but narrow in between the shock towers. So we got to get some block hugger style headers or build your own kit. All right, so we got the headers off, right? The car's still up a little bit, so let's go down and see if it will fall back some. You want to come back over here on this side like you were? I'll move. Now it's gonna have to go back to clear the oil pan across the cross member, so slow and steady, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy. All right, hold on, let me get the tilty thing.
Say it's resting on that cross member now.
Yep.
You ever see the way they have to muscle them things around? I don't know if I could do that.
What if we dolphin it again and then try to shove it back? Because it's hitting the bell housing is what's keeping it from going. So leave it where it's at, run this in to pull the nose of the engine back up to sit it back in there.
Try it.
They should thread in pretty easy. I mean, threads are threads.
No, it's because it was under someone.
We want to let the cherry picker down some, and then we'll sit the car on the ground. Wonder how low it's gonna be.
I think it's gonna sit pretty nice.
Gonna be awesome.
From in here anyway.
Dude, I can't wait. All right, now we got our engine and transmission installed up front. And due to weight distribution and actual area space up under the hood, we're gonna move the battery to the back. We're gonna install our Duralast ProPower Ultra 700 cold cranking amp battery. That way our weight distribution is better and it looks better under the hood. Since our Dart's also gonna be a track car, a lot of the racetracks demand that you install a kill switch in the rear. So moving our battery to the trunk allows us to simplify our wiring so we can add that kill switch to our build. Go ahead and install my brace first, my battery hold down. Next step, hook my cables up, positive and negative. We'll go ahead and hook my positive up first. Next, my negative cable. Go ahead and snug them up. Always make sure your cables are tight for good charging. You don't want any arcing. Last step, get our lid on our box. We got some thumb bolts that hold the lid down tight. It's got a drain tube in the bottom as well. So everything should be good to go. Looks good. Coming up.
You want me to hold this?
We link up our steering and get our brakes lined out. As we're going fast, you gotta be able to stop fast as well. All right, guys, we got our engine and transmission in Project Bullseye. We did have a small snafu. The actual headers that Engine Power we're using on the dyno do not clear our shock towers in our vehicle, so we have the right and correct headers for the A-body on their way. However, it's not going to delay us from moving on. So next step, we're going to put the steering shaft in, get the linkage and stuff hooked up. First step, put the universal on to the actual rack itself.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go get the wheel.
All right, hold on, I'm going to tighten these up, all right, Jason?
All right. You want me to hold this?
No, that's not what you're spinning the steering shaft around.
All right, I guess.
Really think that wheel is going to look good, man.
I like it.
You ever had a billet wheel like that with a vinyl or leather grip?
No, sir. I have only had factory wheels.
Guess when you take it back out too to wire the horn and all that, it'll make that easier too, huh?
That's right. I just want to see how it looks.
It's badass, man.
I like it. That looks good.
Good job, man. Glad you did something today.
Watch it.
You know, with Project Bullseye, heavy braking is just inevitable for us. So we got our EBC brake lines in. These are PTFE Teflon rubber lines wrapped in stainless steel braids, and they also have a clear PVC coating on the outside that is abrasion resistant, as well as, you know, prevents our brake lines from swelling under pressure. So we know these brake lines will last and stand the test of time. So we could have went with just a standard brake line, like on an everyday vehicle for daily driving. Most of those are rubber with the same ends on them, if not, depending on the brand that you have. But those won't withstand the heavy braking pressure that we're gonna have, and we wanna make sure as we're going fast, you gotta be able to stop fast as well. So the stainless steel brake lines with the coating on it withstand ballooning and swelling, once again, for adequate and intense braking. Next, we're gonna install our Wilwood master cylinder. We've already pre-bench bled this. I left the lines in it. Ready, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Once we get it mounted, we'll top it off with our EBC .4 brake fluid, which is recommended for this master cylinder.
All right, which one you holding?
All of them.
You, sir, are all set.
Perfect. Oh,
Should have probably figured out what size that all was before we put it down there.
you're late.
What do you think?
No, it's all right. You got it. Perfect place to put the lines. You know, with our new brakes installed on Project Bullseye, we could have run some standard .3 brake fluid, like everyday street driving this in most vehicles on the road today. However, we went with EBC's .4, which is a performance brake fluid. It has a higher boiling point, dry and wet both, because it's going to be a high performance vehicle, and we're going to put it through its paces.
That one's yours.
Thank you, sir.
Keep it up, you're gonna hear me snoring in a second.
It's gonna be awesome.
We'll have to rock, paper, scissors.
See who gets to drive it first.
It's my system. You're smart, man. I guess I never thought to put it in my pocket.
Today we hit some big milestones with our engine and transmission. So we're good there.
Oh, I ain't gonna get no better.
We also checked off a lot of little boxes that are low-hanging fruit, but aren't always easy to pick when you're in the thick of things. Everything all matches now, and this Dart's finally looking like what we had envisioned in our minds when we set out to transform this garage storage shell into a fire-breathing piece of Detroit muscle. It's gonna be awesome. Dude, I can't wait.